Alright, let's start with the basics. First, head over to Windows Update and make sure your system is fully updated. This is crucial for performance and compatibility. Next up, open Lenovo Vantage and check for device-specific updates. This includes BIOS or system firmware updates that might not show up in Windows Update. I've already updated everything on my end, so there's nothing new here. Now let's move on to Lenovo Vantage gaming settings under thermal mode. You'll see 4 options here. I personally stick to balance mode with the Lenovo AI engine enabled. Here are my custom settings as well. Feel free to tweak them to your needs, but these slightly underclocked values should work well. Also, check out my fan settings. Balanced mode is my recommendation. It keeps things cool and stable without sacrificing performance. Now go to the power section in Lenovo Vantage. If you're using your laptop while plugged in, turn on conservation mode. It'll extend your battery health in the long run. When you're using the laptop on battery, just turn this off. Switch between the two modes as needed. Just for reference, here are my specs. Intel i7 to 14700HX with an RTX 4060. And yup, that's the setup we're working with. Let's jump into NVIDIA GeForce Experience. If you don't have it installed, you'll find the link in the description. Click on the Drivers tab and check for any updates. If you're a gamer, go with the Game Ready driver. Creators can choose the Studio driver, but for pure performance, Game Ready is the way to go. Now, the crucial part, ThrottleStop. Open your browser, search for it, download, extract, and launch it. Now, technically, you can disable undervolt protection from the BIOS on some Lenovo laptops, but we're not doing that here. We're keeping it simple and safe with just some tweaks in ThrottleStop. Alright, once you're in, start by renaming your default profile just like I've done. I've named mine Normal, Performance, Cooler and Battery. Change the names from Profile 1 and so on to make it easier to manage later. Click OK once that's done, and then hit the plus icon to add a new one called High Performance. I've already got mine set up. You can pretty much copy my settings regardless of whether you've got an H or HX chip. In normal mode, disable C1E, it won't affect performance much. Keep Turbo Boost enabled. For high performance, max everything out, it'll get hotter. Cooler mode adjusts settings for better thermals, and battery saver obviously saves power when unplugged. Most games run just fine on these settings. Don't worry, none of these settings will harm your PC. Running on high performance is actually totally safe and great for gaming or heavy workloads. Also, here I'm talking about the high performance power plan. I mostly stick to the normal profile, and that's what I recommend for daily use and gaming. If you're okay with slightly lower FPS in some games, you can switch to cooler mode, but try to keep it on the normal profile as your default. It's the most balanced in terms of thermals and performance. Now for some real-world testing. In games, temps will stay under 80 degrees Celsius for the most part. Brief spikes to 90-100 degrees Celsius are fine as long as they last just a second or two. Here I'm testing Minecraft with a heavy world and high-end shaders. I've capped FPS due to recording, but you'll easily get 150 plus FPS with shaders and 700-800 FPS without them. Beastly performance, and that's about it. Peace! Gameplay and benchmarks follow. Feel free to skip ahead or watch how this setup performs in real time.